and with this one, after the guard change, we're going to head over to the tower.
So I drove you off.
So you drop me off at St. James's Palace, but you stay there.
Okay, we do, yeah.
Yeah, stay in the same spot, and we come back to you. And then we'll head back to the tower.
Tower Bridge.
Tower, well, Tower of London, this side.
Tower Bridge. Then that's
So back the exact same way. We pass by St. Paul's, through Cannon Street, up East Cheap, and stop there. So it'll be around 11:45, 12 when you finish. So guys, we're approaching Trafalgar Square again. On the right hand side is the South African Embassy, and you'll see the Springbok here, one of their symbols, South Africa. Now, when Nelson Mandela was freed from prison, he gave a speech from this balcony. So you're going to see a couple of columns on the first floor. He stood between these columns, Mr. Mandela, and he gave a speech to thank the British people for supporting him during his years of captivity. And so just here, that's where he stood. So we're going to be stopping up ahead, going to be stopping up by St. James's Palace up ahead. I'm going to walk around and see the guard change. We march with the guards. It's really quite exciting, but it's a bit brisk. It is a bit quick. So if you have any issues at all with mobility, let me know when we stop, because I can arrange something else. So South African Embassy, Nelson Mandela, columns, and again Trafalgar Square, right hand side. Yep, across there, around the corner. So see this roundabout? This marks the geographical centre of London. All distances measured from this point here. That statue, that's Charles I, who was executed just down. Remember I showed you earlier? Remember I said, well, the men who had signed the King's death warrant, when the monarchy was restored in 1660, these men had to run. Some fled to the States, some to the European mainland, those were caught behind, drawn and quartered. Some of them just there. On the right, this is part of the Canadian High Commission. This is where we had the offices, the White Star shipping line. Remember the Titanic? People that sold the tickets had their offices right here. Imagine, oh no, I didn't get a seat. On the right now, there's a man on the horse. On the right, this is King George III. Remember him, America? Something about a tea party in Boston or something. Yeah, the king who lost America, effectively King George III. Now he suffered from porphyria, a form of mental illness, which rendered him incapable of ruling. So when this happened, his son took over. The Prince of Wales became the Prince Regent. Regent means to rule, so the Prince who rules. And when the king eventually died, the Prince became King George IV. But this is where we get Regency London from. Regent Street, we're going to see in a moment, Regent's Park and so on, from the time of the Prince Regent. So there's a bus stop almost at the end, left-hand side, so any bus stop you can see, then we can stay there. So that's what we're going to do. Basically, the guards are going off duty. It's very simple, but they do it with lots of panache and aplomb. It's an old ritual. So we're going to stop near St. James's Palace and watch the guards who are coming out, going off duty. We're going to march with them up to Buckingham Palace, where they're going to pick up their mates, and we're all going to go off duty to the nearby barracks. So we're going to watch them, and then we're going to watch some of the guards coming out of the barracks who are going on duty. That's what it says. So it's very straightforward, but it's a lot of great pageantry. But it's quite brisk, so we'll have a little chat and organise a better way of doing it for anybody who can't, keep that kind of a pace. But above all, memorise where you're walking. It's only a couple of streets, but please keep an eye where you're walking, because it's going to be very busy. I have my duster in the air, you'll see it from 500 metres.